Hello and welcome to another Puzzling Time video. Today I'm going to go through a collection of puzzles really. They come as a three. They're called the Cop-Out puzzles. They're by Alan Lunsford and there's his Etsy store there. I'll put a link below. And the goal is to remove the penny, or as it's often known in the US and the UK, a copper. They come with an elastic band around. You don't need the elastic band around them, and you get three puzzles. So the elastic band's got nothing to do with the solve. It's just how they're stored. And you can see they look fairly similar size. They're a nice size. And the idea is to take the copper that you can see at the beginning there, the penny, and remove it from the slot, which on this one is down here. This is Cop-Out 1. This is Cop-Out 2. So the two sliders are at the same side. Not a spoiler, not going to be any spoilers, not going to be any solves. And then here's the exit for this one. And then Cop-Out 3, which is my favourite by far, is it has the hole here. So it's three puzzles, and actually are very different, and you've got to think about them in a very different way. I cannot do any solves, but the first move, the first thing you have to try is pulling out these interesting sliders, and you'll notice usually that when you pull out one of the sliders, the coin will kind of drop down or be hidden from view, and then you've got to kind of maneuver it around. So certainly, Cop-Out 1, everyone tends to work through these in order. It's probably the easiest of the three. It's not terribly kind of difficult once you kind of start thinking about it. There's a little aha moment with knowing where you are and what you're doing. Let me just reset this. So it's a really kind of nice introductory puzzle, that. The second one, it's a little bit more tricky, a little bit more dexterity, a little bit more thinking involved in number 2. Now my son, who's 4 years old, actually solved this one in about 30 seconds just by pure fluke. He had no idea how he did it. It was just pure fluke. I've tried to fluke it, and I can't actually fluke it. I have to kind of re-engineer this, work it out by resetting it. So to reset these puzzles, you put the coin back in and reverse the motion. Most of the time. So I would say getting the coin out is part of the puzzle, and then putting the coin back in is kind of the second part of the puzzle. So I actually had to work the puzzle backwards the first time on this one, thanks to a very jammy, lucky 4-year-old. And then I kind of went through the solve and I worked it out a little bit more. And I'm amazed that he did fluke it, because the chances of him doing that are very, very small. And then number 3, which is by far my favourite of these, is a superb little puzzle. Really nice aha moment with this one. You can hear a lot more rattling, with a lot more dynamics with this one. But these are the Cop-Out puzzles. Now price, they were $20 all three, which is just amazing. Then paying shipping. Now I live in the UK and these came from the US. So they took probably about 3 weeks to get to me, which was about £29, which I'm guessing is probably about $40 in total. But even at $40, 3 puzzles that allowed me to sit down. I'm fairly quick with these, I think, compared to some people. It's not true of all puzzles. There's plenty of puzzles where I'm slow, but I got a good hour's worth kind of fun out of these puzzles. And not only will I get an hour's worth of fun out of these puzzles, these are going to come to work with me, and then I will share these, and other people get to play with them and get them out, and it is well worth the money. I'll certainly be taking these hopefully to the next puzzle party I get to as well. Fingers crossed for the NPP maybe. But they're actually a wonderful puzzle. I recommend get yourself a copy of these. Very well made. Alan's a great guy. Could not price these any cheaper if you wanted to. So worth checking out. And whilst we're on that, I have showcased a few people's kind of laser cut products in the past, like Daniel Nandarian, who does everything from slides, mazes, packing puzzles, burrs, the lot. Obviously, he does amazing stuff with 3D printed puzzles. Core Mods, Jared, he's a fantastic producer of very interesting, very innovative designs. Again, definitely worth checking out on Etsy. I'll put a link to his store below as well. So just because you see stuff and you think, oh, it's 3D printed, that's not the kind of puzzle I collect. I only collect fancy wood puzzles or metal puzzles or Streetbox puzzles. Don't, because these are fantastically made. The quality of printing, the quality of designs just seems to be getting better almost on a monthly basis at the moment, and there's some really, really interesting designs coming out. So if you see anything on Etsy and you want to share it with me, put a comment below. I want to check it out. There's obviously the Thriving Builders Club on the Discord, where people share their designs early on as well, and you get to have a sneak peek at lots of things that are coming out. And Alan does have more coming out soon, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll get a hold of one and be able to show you that as well. So that's it really. Check out Alan's store, get yourself a copy of these. Like I say, very cheap, didn't cost me much at all, and a great puzzle for puzzlers and non-puzzlers to have a go at. That's all for now. Bye.